To travel a distance of 10 kilometers, you take 1.5 hours. The roadside is completely littered with muck. If our organization cannot do anything to create that kind of a civic sense, and our planners cannot take clue from the requirement of today's Bangalore, then what planning we are doing? I don't think we are doing the right job. That engineering, that professional planning, that bureaucracy which is giving such okays to all these plans, I think we are not doing our purpose. We are really taking our country for a ride. What is the point in saying that I am the great IT hub where my surroundings are so filthy? I don't see any reason. If your surroundings are filthy, it also speaks that your inner self is also not clean. There is something wrong somewhere. So we need to look at all these aspects. So we can make shining Bharat if we attend to sustainability. Sustainability will bring the required measure because it covers social, economic, environmental, all aspects. What we have concentrated is only the technological aspect, giving comfort to society. Comfort at what expense? So researchers and experts in sustainability, they have said that there are processes which should be actually given due importance, and that I would like to share with you. Larger global vision beyond local and the immediate future. Seek engagement from all stakeholders and arrive at balanced solution. You please check, is this solution good for all or is it only good for a very small percentage of people? Ensure exact needs and wants for the product of the service. I'll give you an example. We have just recently in the last budget reduced the excise duty on small cars. What for? To produce more small cars. Where do you drive them, sir? On the road space which is not available? If you take all the cars of Bangalore and put it on the street on same day, you will find that the road space when they parked bumper to bumper is inadequate. This has been proven in Delhi. I'm sure this is true in Bangalore and is very much true in all cities, mega cities. Is this the requirement that should produce more small cars and give it to each individual without road space, or is it our requirement to create a mass transportation system to facilitate transportation? That is the kind of approach we have to look at. So ensure exact needs and wants for the product of the service. Plan and manage product development effectively, create and innovate, treat sustainability as the balancing requirement between global and local, exercise the needed discretionary perspective of uses of local skills and resources to meet global scale requirements. Those of you who are reading about innovation, the local skill, the jugaad which that Potter did for creating the mud refrigerator, we are looking at that kind of, I'm sure I'm not repeating that story, but that's what is needed to create the local skills and use them. Adopt a holistic cradle-to-grave approach, I call it life cycle approach, for all product engineering decisions and actions. Principle of engineering for sustainable development should assist all agencies involved in engineering processes, reduce the adverse environmental and social impact, improve their environmental performance, innovate and improve the contribution of engineering products through products, services, and infrastructure designed to be most competitive in their market, and technological growth and sustainability of its growth rates is to be ensured as a key factor in accomplishing sustainability of the ecosystem. So they say that this generation has to look at sustainability with the concept of circular economy. It will lead to the reduction in material waste, recycling, reuse, etc. This requires life cycle approach for development and production. You go to the mystic plane, then only you get the whole of yourself. And it is being told as a value today. To develop this youth, you have to interact with other fields of disciplines in addition to your task. Creativity and innovation in the product design. Creative thinking is a critical component of innovation process. You will have to think outside the box and improve the creative thinking capabilities. Creativity is an attitude and a skill. Youth must be willing to break the norms and persist unwaveringly in their pursuit to innovate better society. They should set goals of maximization to the creative efforts. Responsibility and service orientation. I'm very happy that that is one part which is being actually done in the thing in India, because you are being exposed to service orientation and working with a sense of responsibility. Youth have to be responsible towards humans and the environment and strive to develop technology and helps to bridge the digital divide. Bridging the digital divide, that means the development of masses and profit making can go hand in hand. Indian youth has to keep this as an axiom in its exercises. Many people say that we have large people who have done great, many industrialists are there, but are they in a position to bridge this digital divide? That question I have always posed to many. Some are not. Entrepreneurship and risk-taking capability. Today's world in 21st century, we all should not depend upon what the employment government is going to provide to you. Every individual who comes out from college institution like that should start looking at how I can be an entrepreneur. My idea, my skill, how can I exploit and be an entrepreneur, take that, innovate that, take it to market, and not only earn profit, but also go through a service orientation. That is a complete life cycle, I'll take care of that. So that's very important. Learning to improve. Youth need to have an excellent knowledge base. It's a knowledge society, coupled with insatiable desire to continuously acquire new knowledge and skills. The illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read or write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. That's the important thing. Learn, unlearn, and relearn. There's no point in continuously talking about Dalton's atomic theory. We have to go to today's theory of standard model of the atom. Learning new skills is important, and a holistic learning approach drives the youth to improve their thinking, communication, problem-solving capabilities, and interpersonal skills. Leadership for change and global excellence. You should be the change which you want to see as a change. That's what the famous saying is there. It is often in times of great change that great leaders are born. The youth as leaders recognize the need for change and develop new approaches and goals for the future. The youth with new vision should work together with partners in collaboration modes. Youth as a leader can bring in change through the results of his efforts, benefiting large multitudes of people. Now, if you have to see, you should also see in this 21st century what problems India is facing. And if we have to contribute, how do we contribute? The problems, there are some examples I can give you. Development of new sources of energy without degradation of environment. We are all, everybody today, I must have attended in last about 2 years, about more than half a dozen seminars and conferences on renewable energy, alternate energies, green energy, all kinds of energy. But my power production has not gone up from today's 150 gigawatts to our requirement of in 2030 to 830 gigawatts. That's, if we have to follow, I have a figure, we have to set up almost 6,000 kilowatt power in every year in each discipline. And a lot of nuclear plants have to come up. But that's a challenge. Development, production, and distribution of quality water. Next crisis in the world is going to be water crisis. In fact, people even talk of, now today we are having cyber warfare. Next warfare is going to be water warfare. So we have this problem, and we have to certainly find major answers for that. Disease prevention, control, and knowledge dissemination, covering the entire country in mission mode. Disease prevention and control with a massive infrastructure. Maintenance and upgradation of ongoing aging infrastructure and of cities and towns of India. And nothing can be done unless you do productivity improvement in the existing industry. We can always say that I will condemn the old industry and then start setting up. But then you will always have this problem of, do I spend on a new industry or I do research to catch up with the technology gap which is available? It is happening in the case of energy sector. In the energy sector, there is a requirement to increase the capacity or the energy production by putting more and more thermal power plants, more and hydel plants using the today's technology. But that technology is not efficient. That is only 35%. I need to take it to 45, 50, 60. For that I need to do research. Now I have got limited resources. Should I put more thermal power plants, or should I take the energy capacity through research in terms of efficiency? That's why it is important for us to strike a balance to improve the efficiency of the present system. I want to share with this crowd a very important gap which exists in our country. If you see today, our country has always been a follower. Follower in technology sense, I'm talking. In a spiritual sense, we have been leaders. I'm not talking in that sense. And the vision of Jawaharlal Nehru was that